Hello again and welcome back to Hausa from Zero. I just wanted to talk today about the resources that you can use to assist your learning of this beautiful language. This is not an exhaustive list, obviously. Hopefully, after releasing this video, more resources come out. But I want to give just some resources, and I want to give some props to the people who work on these things, because without this input, it would be a lot harder to accomplish these tasks. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Hausa basic course from the FSI. If you don't know what the FSI is, it is the Foreign Service Institute, and that is from the US Department of State, and they train people to go all over the world, and they train them in many different languages. So there are different languages on there. Yoruba is there, Igbo is there, Swahili, all of these things. So this is going to be, I guess, a lot of the course that I talk about. This was, I guess, put together in large part by Carleton T, Hodge and Ibrahim Umaru. I believe Ibrahim Umaru is Nigerian. He's probably Hausa, based on the name. And yeah, this was is a good resource to use. Has grammatical explanations, drills, things like that. And maybe I'll talk about the drills in another video. But yeah, that's a really good thing. The second thing that I want to talk about is something called Hausar Baka, which is a course put together by Russell G. Schuh, if I'm correct, with UCLA, where they went to Kano, Nigeria, and they shot a bunch of different videos. It's about 5 hours of video or audio, I can't remember, but there's a bunch of video on there. My only critique of the course is that the audio is not so good at times. So sometimes you can't hear the speakers. I think they weren't using super high quality mics, I'm not sure. So at times you're hearing background noise, and that's what can kind of throw it off. But a lot of the audio is really good as well. So, but that's a really good resource. They have transcripts, they have English translation, so you can compare both. Really good resource. So I would definitely recommend that. Check it out. It's available on UCLA's website. You can download a lot of the transcripts and things like that. The next thing I want to talk about is this Teach Yourself Hausa. This is from Charles H. Kraft, and A.H.M. Kirk, in association with A.H.M. Kirk-Greene. So a lot of the stuff that I come across in the first two things that I talked about, I also come across here. But it's good to reinforce a lot of grammar. There's a lot of vocabulary in here as well. Has a little nice dictionary at the back too, actually, to be honest. So yeah. This right here, I really want to talk about, is a an English-Hausa dictionary, rather, by Roxana Ma Newman. That Newman name might sound a bit familiar to you because Paul Newman has also done a lot of work with Hausa language. He's actually the editor for Hausa Grammatical Analysis, while Roxana Ma Newman is the editor-in-chief. And then they have a bunch of names there as well of people who, I guess, have been instrumental to the creation of this dictionary. I'll give you a little look there. But the reason I'm talking about the Newmans is because they're actually married, if I'm correct. So two of them have done a lot of good work with the Hausa language. The final resource that I want to talk about is actually a YouTube channel. Now, it's good for, I think, vocabulary acquisition, for little things on, hey, you might be saying this thing wrong. I haven't explored them too much in depth, but the videos that I've seen have been pretty good so far. It's called A.H.M Hausa, if I'm correct, A.M Hausa. So maybe check that out as well. I might not be talking about that too much since I haven't really gone in depth on it. But these are the resources that I think you might see me using repeatedly throughout this endeavor. So I hope this kind of puts you on a path to be able to use these resources and things like that. And if you have any resources that maybe you use for the language as well, feel free to do that. As always, native speakers, feel free to give your input as well. But I'll end the video here. Thanks for watching, and let's keep learning Hausa. Bye.